Hello, everybody. I know it's my badass wave back again. I haven't done a live video on social media in a while, but I was sitting here and getting ready to leave to go to Palm Springs for a very important, what is going to be a very important meeting probably. But it's like I'm also preparing to move my office space. I've got a new place. I'm going to announce where that is later. But as I was doing this, this is the space that a lot of this is going to go to my new office. And so, in one of these I had a file, and I'll show you. It's like, so I had a file this thick. Okay, you see all this stuff? Shoot, I just dropped the most important part. Excuse me a minute. Okay, I'm back. Um, I'm looking through this file. Okay, so see how big and thick this file is, all these papers. See, I'm a writer. Can't help myself. These are all random pieces of scraps of ideas that I've come up with for years, and so they're just notes and stuff I've saved for articles. And I've got articles or stories that I mean, like a postcard with somebody's quote dated in 1991. I didn't even know that this thing existed, or I forgot that this existed. Here I have a. This is funny. To me, this is funny. It might not be. It might be interesting to you, but right here, see all of this? This is a book that I wrote when I was 13 about a 13-year-old girl. So anyway, so I'm sitting here and I'm amusing myself looking at this when I stumble upon this 45 record. Yes, this is an actual, I didn't know I still had this, an actual vinyl 45. And if you look at this, it is Frank Zappa and Moon Zappa. She was a one-hit wonder, but she was a Valley girl. So here is the record. But you know what else I saved? Here is the teletype script, the news story that came out on The Wire the day that her record was released. And I was a radio DJ doing the 4, 5, and 6 o'clock news. So guess what was the story that day? And I was reading this. I'm, oh my goodness, this is hilarious. This is dated. This is an AP, Associated Press news feed, dated August 26th, 1982. Okay, so here I'm going to read this for you because as I was reading, I was like, oh, I got to do this. I got to do a live video right now. I got to go on and do a video. I don't care that Wednesday Wisdom has just published this morning with some really cool tips, by the way, if you want to go check that out. But this was funny. So I'm going to read this just like how I would have read it on the news. And honestly, I'm actually a little nervous because I'm triggered by the emotional memories of 40 years ago when this song was released. And oh my God, it just made me so happy today because this used to sit, I had this pinned on my bulletin board by my desk because we moved from the Valley to Victorville to build our radio station, and then I got to announce this song. She's a Valley girl. So Moon Zappa isn't one of the pretty boys either. This is the article. She's a 14-year-old girl with her first hit, and it's called Valley Girl. And admittedly, it has a lot to do with Moon's father, Frank Zappa. Frank created some background music and then got Moon to record a monologue in what you might call teen speak. A few examples are in order. The next time you want to say that something is cool or hip, try tubular. Or if something's gross or disgusting, you might say it was grody. And be sure to throw in the word totally whenever you're in need of some verbal filler. Those marvelous elocutions are what help Moon Zappa describe such important teenage events as a trip to the shopping mall, a tubular experience, or having to do the dishes. Definitely grody. I think it was grody to the max, wasn't it? Okay. Moon says she herself is not a Valley girl. Valley refers to the San Fernando Valley near Los Angeles, and the Zappas live in Laurel Canyon. Anyway, she's. I love that. Okay. Anyway, she says, wait, I lost my space. She says the whole thing was her father's idea. Okay, the song. So, by the way, is her name in full? It's Moon Unit Zappa, explains Miss Zappa. Unit is probably because I'm the first unit of the Zappa family, kid-wise. Name-wise, it could have been worse. Before his daughter was born, Frank gave his pregnant wife a choice between Moon Unit and Motorhead. She made the she made the decision. But now Moon and her brother Dweezil may be getting some revenge. They're recording a song called My Mother is a Space Cadet. Okay, there's a little nostalgia for that. I just could not help myself. Yes, I am a Valley girl, and I am not going to lie. I use those words. Totally tubular. My brothers were surfers. Way to go. I say like all the time. Can't help myself. And I have had asked people like from the East Coast, say, "You're really a Valley girl?" I'm like, totally. And then I realized what I just did. So, anyway, going through all of these little writing projects as I kind of clear off space as I make my way to move my office, this just kind of struck me this morning as really funny, because obviously it's music related. I cannot, it's like people, do you have any vinyl records? I have a couple. And I didn't realize I kept this all these years that I still had this because this came out just a couple of years after we moved up to the high desert from the valley. So I was born in the valley, literally on my birth certificate. I was born in Van Nuys, and then to find it today, just enjoyable. Just wanted to share it with you because it's just a fun way to start out the Wednesday. Wednesday Wisdom published today. You can catch up. That's what I love about podcast platform is that it'll just keep rolling all the episodes. Hey man, they're only 20 minutes long. And today this month, the whole month of April, we're talking about awareness, which is the second A in the Badass acronym. So be mindfully aware of your mood today. Mine just got a significant uptick and boost because, thank God for Frank Zappa and a news article from AP. Who keeps his stuff? Well, people who love nostalgia and people who love to reflect on their lives every once in a while and kind of get a dose of something good and positive. So, yeah, I'm going to be announcing where I'm at pretty soon. I just kind of want to do a visual. I'm not like I'm deliberately trying to be mean or anything. There's just been a lot of moving parts. So I'm glad to be here just to do a little live video for you today and wish you a happy Wednesday. I got to hit the road, and I'll be back really soon. I got to be starting to record some new Mustang Monday episodes. But on Mondays, I still have that on my podcast. So I'm not releasing new videos, but I am repurposing some of my previous ones so that you can catch up with them and hop along for the ride. It's like everything is like about transportation or moving along or going forward and staying the course. All right, so in May, two things for you. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I'm going to talk a lot about your mental health and how you can improve upon it, because all of us need some tools in our toolbox. You may not necessarily need psychotherapy, but you could use some tools. And that's what we're going to do in the month of May on the podcast. And we're going to be covering the letter S in badass, in the badass acronym, which actually is both S's are kind of combined, because the first S stands for steadfastly stay the course, because oftentimes when what we want doesn't happen quickly enough, we tend to give up. So I give you some tools on how to know to stay the course, how to be flexible and nimble when you get an obstacle in the way or a detour or heck, even completely derailed. All right. So that's what we're going to be covering in the month of May. The first S in badass, which is steadfastly stay the course. And May is mental health month. So I'm going to give you some more tips, skills, and drills for how to manage and navigate some of your stuff. All right, everybody, have a great day. Thank you for letting me share my Moon Zappa Valley Girl song and news article with you. That was hilarious to find that this morning. And I just was sitting here and I was like, oh, we're doing live right now because thank God my hair and makeup was already done. Anyway, have a great day. Kelly Orchard, Badass Certifier, reminding you to be bold, be brave, be confident, and be badass. See you later.